How to proof check your logo. Have you ever felt stuck on a design? You're done with the logo, but something's off. Is it because some of the details feel out of place? Should you simplify it or give it a bit more? Here's a couple of things that I do when I come across this problem. The first one I'd like to talk about is balance. Try to think of the weight your logo has. You can determine that by how much space it's taking up. If you put it on a seesaw, would it keep it balanced or would it lean to one side and topple over? To help visualize this, let's use this logo as an example. The weight of the logo is determined by how much space it takes up. Not only the space with pixels, but also the space it creates around it, which we call negative space or white space. Making these two spaces visually equal will help you balance out your logo. Legibility. A logo being easy to read sounds simple, but let's dive into what makes a logo easy for the client to digest. When your logo utilizes negative space to create its form, keep in mind the details that you can add or remove. Can you break down or group pieces together to create something more appealing? Is it visible from afar as it is up close? Make sure those details that you add don't look like a mistake, like you missed a spot or made it by accident. In logo design, legibility doesn't just stop at being able to read the text or anything like that. It also includes how well the viewer interprets the form of your logo. You can look at these examples, you can see that the neck of the bird isn't all the way connected, or the beak, nor the eyes. In this astronaut logo, the back of the head isn't all connected, and so is the scarf. But that doesn't take away anything from the logo. Because of the silhouette it creates, you can still understand what the pieces are. Grids. Grids in design seem so common, but the further you get into the process, it becomes a little easier for you to forget to follow the grid. Take a second to see if your logo follows parallel lines or the same curve. When creating the basic form for logos, depending on the style you're going for, you naturally create these guidelines that make it easier for the reader to read your logos correctly. These pilot the eye down your logo. In this example, a hammerhead shark logo, I utilize circles to guide the logo's entire form. As a result, it helped me create a design that flows well. When I say flow, I mean the general action line, or how your clients or viewers read your logo. Since I typically start reading left to right, how I would view this logo is that I would start from the highest point on the left side, which is the tip of the tail, down it to follow this line right here and follow it back up to the head. The circles help guide my eye to fully understand the form of the logo. Perspective. Now I mean this both literally and figuratively. Switch up your view from time to time to refresh your perspective. Your eyes might be tired from looking at the same thing for so long. Take a bit of a break and touch some grass. Otherwise, you can try mirroring, rotating, try it in different sizes, and at the very least, have a friend or a colleague look over it. During both the draft phase and the vectoring phase of this logo project I had, I was unsure whether to keep the detail on the helmets or not. To solve this, I scaled the logo up and down to determine whether these minute details were worth keeping or not, and I eventually came to the conclusion that I didn't need all these little strands of hair or this connector. Since scaled down, you could barely see these minute details. At the end of the day, designing logos and other media is a form of visual problem solving. These are just some of the things I keep in mind if I'm ever stuck on a project. If you have any other ways you approach these problems, please let me know down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know by either liking or commenting. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.